Perfect. Shoot, I want a different one. You're live. What the fuck is going on? Dude, what? Oh, gosh. There we go. Finally. There we go, there we go. Perfect. We are live. Why in the world does it look so goddamn dark? Good question, I guess. Cool. There we go. There we go. Much more bright over here. What the heck? What the heck? What up, what up? Mason, what's up, buddy? Really? How is it? How is it? Oh, whoa. The Goat of MMA YouTube is live. I appreciate you, buddy. What's up? How about the Connor pick? I didn't see it. Obviously, I heard about it. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's doing that when he's married, so I don't know. Look what they did to Jesus, bro. Is there any hope? I don't know. Pretty quiet day. Hi, brother. What's up? Pretty quiet day for the MMA fans. He wasn't lying when he said he was like waist down. I'm excited for the Dustin fight, though. Yeah, me too. You look like the Liver King. I better look better than the Liver King. Improve your English. Repetition. Yeah, I went down to see a music concert. What? Just to see a music concert? That seems crazy, buddy. Holy hell. If you guys can, please slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it. It all helps. Liver King is a wild dude, Green. Wild. Pretty pumped for the card, though? Yeah, absolutely, me too. Hi, brother. What's up? Dustin or Holloway doesn't seem so much bigger and powerful than Holloway, in my opinion. Well, they fought 2 times before. Rogan would destroy him. Honestly, I mean, Max is taller than him. Elite. What's up? I like Holloway. Joe Rogan would destroy the Liver King in a fight. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Elite? Liver King wants the smoke. He wants it until he gets that first leg kick. He wants it until that first. Brutal. Yeah, I like this card. I know a lot of people have been complaining about it. I like it. I think it's good. Joe's spinning back kick will kill someone. It's insane. It's wild. Just dropped another 18 down. On who? God damn, Northwest. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing all right out there. Brennan Allen and Marvin, interesting. because they both suck and they both hate each other. Ateba and Dulev lay. Oh my goodness. Until the first leg kick. Yep. We all need Jesus. These motherfuckers suck in atomic hands these days. You gotta triple down on your faith. I'm good. But to each the own. Tell me it's cash money in the bank. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't see Adam winning, and I don't see Robert Valentine winning. So Marvin and Brennan, yep, they got into a fight at casino. So you work 7 days a week. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Ooh, I am beat. I am beat. Kevin Holland is so active, it's crazy. It's fucking wild. 100%. He's so good too. You picked Brandon Allen on stream, but went with Vittori on your official picks. Well, I did my breakdown after the stream, and there's just something. So, Vittori, the problem is especially when I'm talking live, the problem is I'm just thinking like about Vittori, and then when I go through it and I'm doing a breakdown, I'm doing all these things. Vittori just seems more, has more strength. I think he's more physical. That's the word. More physical than Brendan Allen. And the only way Brendan Allen wins, I think, is by finish, by submission. I don't think you're submitting Marvin Vittori. And listening to his pre-fight interviews and stuff kind of swayed me to go with him. Do you do dash cam on your phone? What? No. We need to get you YouTube full time. Dude, I fucking wish. When Masvidal for his message to Ben agreed, Holland just beat Luque last month. Yes, he did. I'm going to take a guess that your car is red. No. Too bad we did get Holland Masvidal. That'd be fun. Vittori will win. Tragic magic. I hope Vittori wins. Masvidal said his piece out of obligation. No. No. There was no obligation. I don't care. So. Al the Casual's coming out for the big pay-per-view. I feel like most hardcore got Max and most casuals got Dustin. It's rare for anyone to ride into the sunset off retirement. Correct. Also, people forget that Dustin Poirier in big moments tends not to do well. Tends to get too tense. Now, it might be different because he's fighting Max. So that might be different there, but yeah, it does happen. Costa is taking it serious. Oh, I hope. Dustin TKO, maybe. Holland versus Masvidal would have been nice. That would have been nice. What's your thoughts on the Coast Guard? I mean, it's military. It's, thank you. Dustin, sup Apex? Your beard turns you on? All right. Masvidal's a bitch, though. I used to love Masvidal, but he's a bitch. How is he a bitch? How is he a bitch? That's about what slump Costa. Yes. Yes. Shout out. Costa and Roman gotta be good. Should Holloway 0-5 in trilogies? Yes. I got Kopylov via liver kick or head kick. I don't think, unless you're Izzy, you're finishing Paulo Costa. Dustin took Max out back in 2012. I think 2011. Yeah, I think it was 2012. Yeah. Costa has newfound intensity. Seems like it. Wow, so original. What the fuck? Yeah, 13 years ago. 0-6 Saturday, Dustin TKO. You keep saying it. I don't know why you keep repeating it. Stubborn or butchered him? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So Huber is going to batter up MJ. It sucks, too, because I want MJ to win so bad. So bad. And again, Johnson still has power. The problem is I don't know if he can stay durable enough to win. Thoughts on your Connor? I mean, I heard about it. Obviously, I haven't seen it, thankfully. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's doing when he's married. Watched old Costa fights today. He smashed Hendricks and Uriah Hall. Yeah, and Hall made that fight fun. Max gonna wax Dustin, send him off in style. Costa and Romero was incredible. Incredible. Ryan Spann, round 1 KO? Yes. Even if Ryan Spann wins, if it's not round 1, Izzy goes to show the muscles don't win you fights, at least against Costa back then. Yeah. 100%. I've seen it, was curling dumb balls. What? Okay. Poirier taking Holloway's chin as a retirement gift? Maybe. I get more confident in Gene finishing Diego by the second, thinking 75. 75 is crazy. 75 is crazy. Like, I like Gene in that fight, but you have to be a savage to walk down Yoel. Yeah. Still thought Yoel won the fight. Not even joking. Okay. Costa body kicks on Yoel were crazy. They would kill me, right? Him in general is wild. John, sup? Gene gonna smash him? Should. Holloway looks so old for his age, but he has a lot of wars. That would be why. Actually, there was just a video that popped up recently, like a couple minutes ago, of Holloway thinking, like, congratulating Poirier on his first kid, and Holloway looks different there. I have a lot of huge bets. Yes, you do. Yoel and BKFC now, no one wants to fight him. Shocker. Shocker. I'm gonna do my first 100K bet this year. Dude, you're a madman. Help a brother out. God damn. Who would win between Prime, you and... I think Stylebender broke him mentally. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. When Aspinall fights Gon and when Morales fights Leon. Fair. I don't think Gon's going to fight Aspinall. Because, yeah, he beat Volkov, but did he? No. So is he going to get a title shot off of a robbery win? No. He looks old because of the head trauma and damage. Well, that's the wars. You can see the wars on Max's face. Yes. Michael Morales will KO Leon. He should. Holloway is also cutting weight at 33. You expect him to look like a spring chicken. Correct. Looks good compared to other weight cuts for Max. Yes. Yes. He looks great at 55. The weight cut for him at 55, he looks great. At 45, he's always looked bad. Should I fight at 33 or just relentlessly pray to Jesus? Huh? Why not? Why not what? Volkov and Almeida are fighting at 321. Yes, they are. Who's going to fight Tom? It's not going to be Gon. How could you give him a title shot? He won a robbery fight. If they dared let Patty step in there with Ilias, it's bank loans for $1 million. Oh my God! I swear to God, I'd risk my life and risk $1 million bet on it. Ooh, buddy. It's amazing how Costa just smashed Hendricks and Hendricks beat GSP. Way different Hendricks. That is not the same Hendricks. That is not the same Hendricks. That's the same Hendricks who lost to fucking, I believe, Tim Bosch, Wonder Boy. It just, not a good Johnny Hendricks. I don't care. Poirier, Zahuber, Ige, Costa, my picks. Okay. I think Max, Zahuber, Ige, and Costa. I want Max, MJ, Pitbull, and Costa. Holloway will look a lot younger in the cage. Yeah, because it'll be filled out. You'd bet on Patty? No. No. I just think he's going to be a hard fight. Yeah, John did. Yeah. Post USADA Hendricks. Dude, pre-USADA Hendricks, dude, he was making fighters glide. It was weird. 1 mil into Poirier is not safe by any means against Patty, but good luck. It's craziness. Man, the Hendricks that beat George was a motherfucker. Yeah. To beat John Fitch, that beat Martin Kampman. I mean, I will say, though, by today's standards, if you look at the Hendricks Condit fight, Condit won that fight on damage. Because Hendricks was just getting takedowns, and Condit was landing combinations. Oh, you know what? I did see a thing where somebody was saying, don't worry, Condit. Remember, you should have been a champion. Oh. Warmed my heart to hear people have not forgotten. If my three savages win, I'm gonna fuck around and slam a band on Vincius. Let's go. Let's go. I watched Holloway Justin, great performance on Max. Yeah, I heard someone say that it was not a good fight. I was like, yeah, no shit. Oh no, they said it was a war. I was like, it wasn't a war. It wasn't a war because Max dominated. And then someone said it wasn't a good fight. It was, yeah, not a good fight because Max was dominated. It takes two to tango. What should someone compete at if they weigh 222? Well, you probably would try to probably heavyweight, but you're gonna have to cutting probably to 205. Martin Kamen, John Fitch, yep. TRT Hendricks, yep. Brother slammed the ban on Vincius now. He should be a bigger favorite in my opinion. I agree 100%. Martin Kamen, damn, I feel old. I know, right? 100% Condit won that fight. Yes, he did. Lawler beat Condit? No. It is, to me, one of the biggest robberies of all time. I mean, I'm a big Condit fan. I like Robbie, of course. Condit won that fight. It is what it is. Yeah, Condit robbed. Yep. I got a hot take for you, bro. Carlos kinda in his prime would have beaten Jack Della. Oh, well, Carlos had an iron chin. I'm gonna agree. He had an iron chin, and his combinations were sick. His output was disgusting. I don't think Jack hits like Robbie does. Oh, man, yes. How do we feel about Danny Silva? Truly trying to decide on how much I'm going to slam the Halos for. I think Silva is okay. I don't mind him. But, yeah, Vallejos is going to win. Which rounds did Condit win? I think, because I believe Condit got dropped in the second. I still thought before he was winning, then the knockdown, and then he got up, he was still winning. So fine if you give him the second round. I believe it's the second round and the fifth round for Lawler, and Condit won 4-3-1. People trying to argue Gaethje's side in Holloway's fight, like his nose wasn't messed up. Yeah. He broke his fucking nose in the first round. Why didn't Mobstar drop? Because he got hurt. Remember the Condit head kick combo on GSP? Yes, I do. I bought the pay-per-view and watched it. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna do it. He head kicked. Oh my god, unbelievable. Condit Shavkat. That'd be a tough one because Shavkat's a grappler. Condit has never been KO'd. Nope. Condit took Dan Hardy out in England. And it was funny because in the post-fight, Dan Hardy says, I'm sorry, guys. And he said, what happened? He goes, I got punched in the face. So cool. What's your favorite meal? Ooh. Favorite meal? Favorite meal? Ooh. What is my favorite meal? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could even think of that. I'm a big meat guy. I like chicken, steak. Yeah, probably something with chicken. I love chicken. Damn. Oh, you talk about MMA. I don't watch it much. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Kinda for sure beat Lawler. Yes, he did. Favorite chip? Rigid sour cream and onion. You cannot give Lawler 3 rounds. Nope. I've watched it 1,000 times trying to figure out which round you could give it. Nope. Hey, can you please? Me training for UFC, what? I know I was wondering what type of injury. Oh, it did. I don't think it said. Dollar General, what? What? That combo is bad. Hook for hook against Hardy versus Condit, yep. And Condit's hook was better than Hardy's. Crazy. Yes, smash that like button. Appreciate you. Hardy is trash. How dare you? Indiana pizza is my favorite. Ugh. Me and a rich friend eat it when. Oh, okay. Did you hear what Holland said about Colby today? About his pussy hurting? Judges have bomb feet round 3 against Wonderboy judges are clowns. Yeah, same guy who said it was a draw with Shevchenko Grasso too. Fuck Mike Lee. Tried to sue, but the video had what? Chicken broiled salad, pinto beans, rice, tortillas. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm a big fan right now of burritos, whatever it's called. Colby's Washed. Shocker. Shocker. Absolutely. Fire weather warning. Oh, Spokane, Washington. The fuck? What? The fuck? In fact, there's Central Washington. God damn. Holy shit. If any of you guys live in Washington, be careful. Damn. How long have you been watching this sport, and what made you more of a hardcore? I've been watching it. Actually, I watched UFC a lot, like Nick Diaz, probably around the first Ultimate Fighter. I really got into the WEC around 2006. And then that's where, of course, where I watched Cowboy. That's where I watched Jose Aldo make his U.S. debut, that type of stuff. And then as I've gotten older, I've just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger into it, like the Frank Mir, Shane Carwin days, Frank Mir, Chet Congo days, Frank Mir, Anthony Hardonk. If you guys don't remember him, that was a great fight for Frank Mir. Nasty Kimura, but yeah. That Robert changed Wonderboy's career. He would be fighting up next. Yeah. I'll put 250K if Morales fights Kobe. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's nice out in Indiana tonight. It's chilly. Yeah, it's chilly. What happened to Spokane? They're under a fire warning right now. Fire warning. So be careful. You know, if Shevchenko beat Farad, of course I knew that. A lot of people said she was going to lose. She was an underdog. What I talked about, I was like, there's no chance she should be an underdog. Respect to you and all-time fans. That's sick. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen so many. Brian Stan's win over Doug Marshall when he won the world title. Damasio Page beating Marcus Galvao in like 20 seconds. Disgusting. God, I think his nickname was the Angel of Death. Ooh, I think that's right. Damasio Page. Damasio. He wasn't great in the UFC. Some fun moments in the Brad Pickett fight. But Damasio Page. Oh, what's his name? His nickname. The Angel of Death. That's what it was. Holy crap, was this guy so much fun. 19-10, 11 KOs. He was submitted 8 times, but actually his last fight was against Alexander Pantoja. He was triangled right at the end of the second round. Dude, disgusting. Yeah, Marcus Galvao, 18 seconds. He KO'd him. Shit, can I find that? Marcus Galvao. Can I find it? No way. A young Joe Martinez. Let's go. Hold on 1 second. I'll show it. Foul broke Mannon's nose. Yep. Oh, absolutely. I like it. I took Shevchenko, JDM Blay. Hell yeah. So you scored round 5 for Shevchenko. For what? In the second Grasso fight? I thought she won 3 rounds. In the Mannon fight, she clearly won that fight. Clearly. Who's a random unranked welterweight you like? Keep that question right there. Keep that right there. If Dustin dominates Max, do we still think he retires? Yes. Because that puts him right in there with Armin, Patty, Justin, especially since Patty should be a fight away. It still seems like the UFC is still angry with Armin for not being able to make weight against Islam, and he put on the best performance of his life against Islam. I mean, yeah, I still think he retires. It just seems like he is. Yeah, you can't change. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems like he's definitely going to retire. Shevchenko over Welly. Only thing that worries me is Welly, barely younger, might have a cardio edge. She'll have a strength edge. So if she's able to get on top of Shevchenko, I think she beats her up. MMA retirements are fake. How? What? What? Anyways, here's this fucking KO. Let's see. Young. Oh, I thought it was Herb Dean. Sure is not. All right, here it is. Look at this. Holy fuck. Look at this. Marcus Galveo. Holy moly. Damasio Page. Bring this shit back. Holy crap. "18 seconds, like I said." What the fuck? Damasio Page. Sorry about that. I had to show it. Disgusting. So I remember watching that live. Shadowed. Yes. Okay, so a welterweight that's not ranked that I like. Oh, God, gross. Get that out of there. Let's see a welterweight. That's a great question. Give me a second. Out of the top 15. Kevin's not ranked. Okay. How is Carlos Prates not ranked? He's in the top 18. How is he not in the top 15? Carlos Leal I like. Jake Matthews is a dark horse at 31 years old. I'm sorry. He's not crazy consistent, but he does have 3 wins in a row right now, which kind of says I'm wrong, but it is true for people that know. Because, like, he destroyed Andre Vilio. I thought a career-defining fight. Loses to Matthew Summelsberger. Wins against Darius Flowers. Loses against Michael Morales. And now has won 3 in a row against Phil Rowe, Francisco Prado, and then Chitty. Another guy that I like that's not ranked, Brian Battle. I like Chitty and Jaquani. I love. I'm a big fan of Bang Bang. It's just something about that guy I really like. Who else? Andreas Gustafsson I like too. I actually like that fight against Renat Fakhretdinov. Putting Haley Soriano, I thought got pushed way too hard, but he's won 2 fights in a row now, which is cool. I think that might be it. Thad Jean I actually do like. Obviously he fights for PFL, but yeah, hopefully that's okay. Wait, what? They took away Prates' ranking for Bonfim? Yeah, he's like 18 now. Oh, Bonfim's 14. It pushed Kevin Holland out, and it pushed Carlos Prates out. How is Prates not in there when he fought the number 5 guy and went to a decision? And how is Shavkat only 1 ahead of Gary? I don't understand it. I don't understand. People fucking suck and we all hit low. Okay. Okay. Paulo Costa or Kopylov this weekend? Costa. If he shows up. What do you is the best MMA team right now? Oh, most hyped team and most skilled team. Jesus. He would violate Bonfim? Yes. Oh, good. Prates will get a number back at 319. Agreed. Best team? I really like Safe Sayoud. I really like his coaching. Because he doesn't just yell out like, you got to get up. No, he gives instructions. And I like that a lot. That's the guy that I like. Most hype team seems like Joanne Calderwood's husband's team. He's actually on the Ultimate Fighter right now with DC. He's with him. I would say that guy is super hyped right now. I don't really know why, but what's good, my brother? What's up, Matthew? What up? Finally able to catch a stream again. Hell yeah. Hope you're doing all right. Diamond for the win. Howland versus Thompson 2. Who wins? Thompson. It's a striking matchup. If he can do that to a young Bomb Fiend, he can still do that to Howland. Great fight, though. Riverette, what's up? I think I'll be betting on Kopylov to win. I got one of those feelings again. Okay. I think Kopylov needs distance to win, and I think if you can crowd him, so if old or younger Costa shows up, I think Costa beats him up. Oh, bro, you had me tripping. You were looking at the world rankings. Pratas and Howland are ranked. What? Am I looking at this wrong? Oh, okay. Yep. So Gabriel is 14, but Howland is 13 and Pratas is 12. Why the fuck on Tapology does it have all of them out of that? I'm confused. Okay, Shavkat is 3 places higher than Gary, as he should be. Okay. Michael Morales, okay. How is Leon 4? He shouldn't be 4. Should be 4. Colby shouldn't even be ranked. Jesus. Michael Page, you got to get some respect on him. Facts, Steven got a nasty fight, though. Yeah. Casa needs the win. Yes, he does. Yeah, Polo definitely finna turn back the clock. Hamzat woke up a beast. Yes, he did. Howland is a semi-talented, annoying bitch. Howland's awesome. Tapology and other websites do their own rankings. Oh, God. Okay, that sucks. Morales takes the 4 spot. Yes. Yes. Islam versus JDM. Some people think that JDM gonna win that fight because JDM stopped all the takedowns from Bilal. What do you think? Is Bilal elite like Islam? No. I think Bilal is not elite like Islam. I think if Bilal goes in there and he doesn't have crazy power, he just doesn't. He has good combinations and good technique. But I think if Bilal went in there and tried to wrestle him like he probably should have, it's a different fight, I think. And because I think JDM still makes mistakes and scrambles, I like Islam by submission. Top-notch boxing, yes. Prayers for Ben Askren, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Islam gonna beat JDM up everywhere. Not gonna lie, he finished bro by submission. That's what I was saying. Rankings and champ status aside, who's the best welterweight? I mean, it's hard because I think Islam could be the best one. We just haven't seen him fight at 55. So you have to say JDM. It's so hard because do I think Michael Morales could beat Islam? I don't know if he could because of the grappling. I don't know. But I think Islam struggles with Shavkat. I think Islam struggles with... I think he struggles with MVP just because of the striking. I'm not saying he loses, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you probably have to say, I don't think Jack Della is the best welterweight in the world, even though he's champion. I just think he had a really, really good matchup. I think the hardest fight in the division is Shavkat because he's well-rounded. You know, I don't know about Morales because he hasn't fought a ton of guys. He hasn't fought, a Kevin Howland. He hasn't fought a fucking... he fought Gilbert Burns, but he's on his way out. He hasn't fought a Joaquin Buckley, a Gary, Usman, an Edwards. So there's just... I don't know. And I hate not knowing. I hope Howland gets the sub. No need to stand and bang. Let's get another quick turnaround. Absolutely. Yes. Is on first and second round submission. I don't know about first, but Sean Brady beats Makachev? No. Who would you have in Morales MVP? It's a tough one because standing-wise, I don't know if anybody in the division can beat MVP because he's done it for so long and his blitzes are so good, his distance management is so good. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's gonna be able to catch him, because I think it's a thing where you're going to have to eat shots to give your own or catch Michael coming in, you know. And I on the feet, I don't know if anybody beats him. Who would you have in Shavkat? JDM, Shavkat. Real danger for Islam is Shavkat and Gary, not JDM. I agree, 100%. 100%. I don't think Shavkat and Gary, because I think defensively JDM is better than Gary. But if JDM can clean up his like takedown defense and scramble situations, JDM's harder than Gary. But Shavkat is the hardest fight for Islam. I wholeheartedly believe JDM beat Shavkat. I disagree, but it's fair. Who would you have in Carlos Leal versus Gilbert Burns? Leal. Shavkat versus Islam gonna happen after Ilya fights, bro. It's cool. Okay. I hope so. Carlos Leal destroys. Brady deserves more respect. He's a sleeper. He is. He's good. Hello, fight fans. Sup. Brady's good, but I don't think Brady beats Gary, Shavkat, Morales. I just don't think he does. Prates. The 5th round, Prates almost had Gary out of there after getting outpointed. Yeah. And again, he was supposed to fight Jeff Neal. Completely different matchup. Again, great game plan by Gary. Got to give him credit there. Who would you have in DDP versus Poatan? I'm sorry, Poatan. Just because I think DDP gets hit, and I think the only person that can beat somebody like DDP is somebody that's a specialist. That's it. And I think that's either somebody like RDR or somebody like Poatan. That you can't make a mistake or I'm shutting your lights off. And that's Poatan or that's RDR with his grappling. That Shavkat versus Gary fight is very close, and I think Shavkat is beatable. What do you think? I think also Shavkat was injured going into that fight. He had a torn ACL and MCL or whatever the fuck it was. So I also thought he won possibly 4 rounds, at least 3, clearly 3. But I thought he won besides the 5th round where it was close. And yeah, beatable, sure. Isn't Shavkat fucking that one blonde commentator? I don't think so, but I don't know. Taporia versus Ian Gary at 70, that'd be crazy. Once you get TKO'd by Bilal on the feed and it ain't much you can do to others, that's why Brady don't get respect. Well, submitting the way he did against Leon, even though I called it, was awesome. He should get some respect. Thoughts on Dustin DP's retirement? I mean, he's a legend. I don't think he's going to go down as like a greatest of all time type of deal, but a legend of the sport for sure. Islam Makhachev versus Ilya Taporia. See you at the White House along. Jones crushing Aspinall. Agreed. Great fights. Taporia's too small for 70. Agreed. Who would you have in Poatan versus Tom at heavyweight? You have to choose. Well, is Tom going to get the takedown? Can Poatan stop the takedown? If Poatan is able to stop the takedown, I like Poatan. Again, he hits too hard. But if Poatan can't stop takedowns, Tom all day. Poatan is very compromised at 85 health-wise, so I don't know. He's not fighting at middleweight. He's not fighting at middleweight. Taporia will go full BJ Penn and get the welterweight belt? No way. It's possible? Nope. Facts. And Gary almost lost it up to Prates in the 5th. Mind you, bro, whole thing is 6 worse than he lost to Shavkat. Okay? Subscribed? Appreciate you. If DP knocks out Max on Saturday, he is top 8 all time. That's fair. That's fair. I just don't think you can be in that top spot because you didn't win a belt. You just didn't. There has to be some, Max versus Dustin. I like Max. Volkov Almeida booked who wins. I think Almeida wins. Top 8 is bonkers. You said DP, that's what I meant. Oh, DDP. Oh, okay, yes. DDP. 5 Pantoja versus 1 Aslan. Who do I have? I mean, Pantoja. That grappling's disgusting. 5 of them? Whew. How tall is Taporia and how tall is JDM? Well, it's not necessarily about the reach and the height and stuff, because JDM's going to be taller. He just is. It's not necessarily about that. It's just like wideness, physically bigger, physically stronger. You know, that's the big thing. You can be tall while being thin and raily. Ige versus Pitbull will be the fight of the night, where they really find out if Pitbull belongs. Dude, it sucks so much when you get fighters later in the career to come to the UFC and then they lose, and people are like, oh, he was never that good. I was like, real MMA fans understand how good Pitbull was in Bellator. I mean, so good. Michael Chandler in Bellator, in his prime, very good. He just came over to the UFC too late. I think Ige wins. I want Pitbull. I'll be rooting for him, but yeah. Reach is significant though, sure, but there's been a lot of guys with reach advantages and the other guy wins. You know, it's not everything. Prime Khabib versus 17-0 Taporia. Who gonna win? Well, Prime Khabib's gonna try to wrestle Taporia, and I'm gonna go with Khabib. How do your picks? Wait, did you do your picks already? Just joined. Yes. The thumbnail of this stream is my picks. Also, you can look at the channel on the post or the community section, whatever they call it now, and I have all my picks right there. I have a playlist of me talking about it if you want to hear what I'm talking about, or if you just want to look at the paper and see what I circled. So, yellow is locks, red is 50-50. Ilya and Prime Connor versus Islam and Khabib 2-on-2 fight. Who wins? Ilya and Prime Connor. Yuck. I wish we got MVP earlier. MVP's still doing good things now. What do we mean? Wonderboy versus Matt Brown was a wild fight. Yes, it was. People forget how crazy that fight was. I think that was Wonderboy's second fight, and I think he was 28, something like that. Crazy. That's so wild. Your second fight in the UFC, and you're fighting Matt Brown. Oh. Matt Brown, Eric Silva was a badass. Yes, it was. I think that was pre-USADA Eric Silva, too. Dude, that Eric Silva was a monster. Matt Brown's underrated? Thank you. Thank you. So sick. Man. What do you guys think if that ever happened? JDM Taporia? Taporia. JDM gets hit too much. You picked Costa feeling wild, I see. Yeah, I like if Costa shows up. I like Costa against Kopylov. What about Kevin versus Rodriguez kickboxing fight? Kevin. He's more well-rounded, more durable. How was Holland not a lock on your picks? Because sometimes he can put himself in bad positions, and I think Rodriguez is good enough to sway judges. I don't think Holland gets finished. Sway judges enough to where the fight can be a weird decision. Whether we think Kevin won or not, could be a weird split. And to me, I don't trust him enough to have him as a lock. But obviously I think he wins. Do you think that Sheriff Bullet is overrated after beaten by MVP? No. I just think he fought a much better fighter. It's like Bo Nickel. I don't think Bo Nickel's overrated. Well, he's overrated, but I don't think he's bad because he lost to RDR. No, he was always going to lose to RDR. Prime GSP, Prime Usman, GSP, baby. Michael Venom Page is going to knock Jared out. Yes. MVP versus Wonderboy. Dude, that would be disgusting. Prado is a fun fighter. Yes, he is. Yo, MPD, what's up, buddy? Carlos Khan and Matt Brown would have been epic as fuck. That fight happened. We actually got that fight. Later in both careers. But, yeah, we got that fight. RDR is gonna fucking smash Whitaker. I think so, too. Do we get a JDM... Wait, do we get JDM Islam in winter, December? Yes. I'm probably, honestly, I think somewhere around October. RDR is mid. How dare you? I don't know if I can trust his trash ass, but Ibo Aslan should shadow Billy. No. No. Billy looked awful on the regional scene, but when he fought Crosby, no. No, what's his name? The guy that lost to Sung Kanong. Not Kiefer Crosby. Fuck. I think they actually fought too. I can't remember his name now. Damn it, help me out, really. That guy, Billy looked awesome in his debut. No, Ibo is not winning that fight. Billy's winning. Yeah, no. He should not shadow Billy. Watch that fight again. It's really good. Jack can take Islam out? No. Cowboy sent Matt Brown to another fucking dimension? Yes, he did. RDR is a lightweight and welterweight legend? Yes, he is. Can DDP pass the first round against Chimaev? I don't think so. You better start thinking. Shera has one eye and managed to not get finished by MVP. Not a badass. Not a bad loss for his only loss so far. He KOs Mark Andre. He should. Are you thinking of someone else? Billy won who fought Guskov and got subbed. Oh. I'm thinking of somebody else. Ew. Kiefer Crosby. I'm thinking of Kevin Josset, and he lost to John. I'm thinking of Jonathan McAuliffe. McAuliffe? Oh, yes. Now I remember. Damn. You're right. That guy. I do not trust him at all. But Ibo is so weird. Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch a lot. I'm gonna have to watch some of their stuff on that one. Yikes. I'm not trusting you if you get subbed by Guskov. That's fair. Yoel Romero plus Whitaker plus RDR and Adesanya all in the prime. That's nasty. Nasty. Chris Lieben had bangers, Vanderlei, Sexyama, Brian Stan. Yes. Yes, that Sexyama fight was... I think he took it on like 2 weeks' notice or something. Wild fight. Chris Lieben was awesome. Also, you're forgetting the Terry Martin one too. Forgetting about it. BJ Penn is making a comeback. Come on. You guys have both rear and front dash. What? The fuck? Straight up took Josset lunch money. A little straight up bullied him. Yeah. Just head kick, body kick, head kick. I didn't think Josset should have been released from the UFC after that, but Jonathan looked great, especially because again in the regional scene didn't look that good. But yeah, am I gonna watch Tony Box? No. Favorite Dustin fight? Ooh, Hooker, Dan Hooker. He's so emotional heading into fights. I think it's going to backfire on him and get knocked out by a stronger-looking Max. I don't necessarily know if he gets knocked out, but Guskov plus 170 as a dog to Krylov next week, who just got knocked out by Reyes in 30 seconds. If Reyes but Krylov is also like 38. No. I think Krylov is... I think he was born in the 90s. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Nikita Krylov is born in the 90s. 92. Nikita Krylov is 33 years old. It's just a couple weeks ago. Definitely coffee cake. Dan Hooker. You remember Kevin Tanner? Hell yeah. The Tito Ortiz, Lyoto Machida Shogun Forrest Griffin light heavyweight was prime light heavyweight era. Yeah. Also, Forrest Griffin beating Rashad Evans for 2.5 rounds just to get finished the way he did. Tito Ortiz, Lyoto Machida fight was fun. Tito almost caught him with a triangle. Unbelievable. If you could hang out and watch a card with one active fighter, who would it be? Oh, God. Active fighter. Who would I want to hang out with? Well, we gotta speak English, so that takes out a lot. Um, I think a lot of people aren't gonna like this, but I probably have to say Izzy because he seems to love the sport a lot as well. If it can't be Cowboy, I think it'd be Izzy. I thought bro was like 40. Nope. You guys remember Phil Baroni? He's in prison. Yes. Who do you got? Gaethje, Dustin versus Ngannou. Ngannou. Charles Bennett? Hell yeah, I remember Charles Bennett. Knocked out KJ Noons and Strike Force. Who do you got, Max or Dustin? Max. So sick that Turkey's just canceling pay-per-views for DAZN. I think Netflix and UFC would draw so many viewers, it would be enough ad revenue. I agree. I really, really can't explain how excited for that fight I am. Volk would be funny to watch one with. Yeah. I'd hang out with John Jones' crazy parties. Yeah, I just don't. If I hang out with them, are we going to talk about fights? Because that's what I want to talk about. You guys remember, Sammy Schultz? No. Phil murdered it. Yes, elite. Yes. Me and Jones would stop watching the fights and party. I don't do all that stuff, so I don't want that. I don't want that. Oh, you know who was underrated commentary? Oh, and also I know people don't like Rogan, but I love when Rogan does fights when guys are retiring because he's, especially for someone who's been around for so long, he knows these guys. So it feels more intimate. It feels, you can feel it. Like when he did Cowboy, ooh, got me right in the heartstrings. But fuck. What was it? I can't fucking remember what I was gonna say. I can't remember now. Damn it. Would you hit the JF process offered to you? No. No. You guys remember Ernesto Hoost? Yeah. I believe, if I'm correct, Bob Sapp beat him. Chance. Come on. What are you talking about? Oh. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that don't like Rogan's commentary. That's what I was going to say was. Underrated commentary, Frank Mir on the WEC actually lost his job because he threatened to do some bad stuff to Brock Lesnar. Would you watch the fights with Bryce Mitchell? Fuck no. Fuck no. We won't get it's in the honor of Collier fights. I know. But Poirier said after Islam it might be his last, so Rogan already said it then. Yeah, there's something about it, man. Something about it. When Rogan, like, it's the relationships that he has outside the octagon. Like when he said it's a Cowboy. Ooh. DP is gonna commentate. I hope so. I wish Eddie Bravo could do commentary. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Joe is soft for not being there Saturday night. He must have had a comedy show scheduled. I mean, that's probably why it is. I mean, he probably had something lined up. He's getting very emotional in there with the fighters, and they all love him. It's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. You can feel it. DC, it just, for one, I don't think his commentary is all that good, and it doesn't feel real with him because it doesn't feel real. It feels forced. It feels fake. You know, like I like that they both are from Louisiana. That's awesome. It doesn't feel real. If someone's retiring, I want Rogan to be there. Wish Schaub would commentate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now I do think on like the companions with Rogan and Brian Callen, he's awesome. Awesome. But sometimes he says weird stuff. How do I feel about Brandon? There's times I like him. Sometimes I don't agree with what he's saying. And Any homeless cats? What? Also, what he did with that car crash. I don't know if you heard about it. Uh, Unbelievably heroic. Unbelievably. I am feeling insecure going to be 18 next year. Okay. I wish Bobby Lee would commentate. Yikes. Or Joey Diaz. Okay. I like Paul Felder. I like Paul Felder. I like Dominic Cruz. I like John Anik. Even though I think he's kind of got on my nerves lately, but I'm about to try these dill pickle hot Cheetos. I fucking love dill pickle. Hell yeah. We're getting Paul Felder instead at least he gives good commentary, not just calf kicks. And how did he ever make it such weight? Yeah, I was really hoping for 300 that we'd get Miller, Paul Felder. That would have been so sick. So sick. All right, Wiley. John Anik is essentially the new Mike Goldberg. How dare you? Mike Goldberg was awesome. That's like nostalgia to the T. Mike and Rogan. Ugh. Do you prefer a sliced pickle or a whole thing if it's out of the jar? Sliced. Sliced. I like Bisbee and Cruz. I hate DC, Rogan, and John Anik. Okay. I have a lot of nostalgia with Rogan. Again, sometimes he says things like, dude, it's not true. What are you talking about? But I have a lot of nostalgia with him. Bisbee, I don't care for. In DC, I don't care for. I'd love to see Dustin come back behind the desk. He wants to. So, that would be interesting. Have you ever had canned peaches? Canned peaches? I mean, you talking about the fucking, you open up and have peaches? I like peaches a lot, so yeah. Glass jar? Yes. Actually, I think I have some in my fridge. I have cinnamon ones. Yeah, delicious. Delicious. Pre-COVID Rogan was peak, but now his an old head. Okay. Favorite cereal? Ooh. Favorite cereal probably would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, no. Rice Chex. I like that. Yeah. Like the blue box ones. Yep. Roman Costa, who's going to win? Costa. It all depends on which Costa shows up. Favorite fruit? Favorite fruit. Oh, honeydew. Reese's Puffs minus the caramel coloring. Oh, that's fair. Fruity Pebbles, classic for me. I'm not a big Fruity Pebbles guy. Not a big Fruity Pebbles guy. Reese's Puffs I thought tasted better as a kid. As an adult, I don't think there's enough peanut butter. I want to see a podcast of actual an alien and Rogan. That'd be so sick. Cream and sugar in your coffee. Creamer, buddy. Creamer. Not cream and sugar. French vanilla creamer. Yeah. Cocoa Puffs. Okay. Cocoa Puffs. Okay. Reese's out of the freezer is the best candy. You're goddamn right it is. You know what I like actually better than the circled Reese's? Reese's sticks out of the freezer. Oh. Mwah, mwah. Twix out of the fridge is gas too. Correct. I think Dustin's going to win. People are diminishing Max, dumbling him down. And I feel as if fighters, a lot of the confidence, and Dustin has that mental upper hand. Yes. I think people count out Max, and I don't really get it. Favorite ice cream cookie dough or Reese's? Oh, vanilla. I don't eat any ice cream besides vanilla. I just can't do it. Ige for sure wins. Yes. Paulo Costa Patty commentary with Lorosenko. Yuck. I don't think she's very good either. I gotta be honest. Fried chicken and watermelon is underrated. Never had it. 80% are picking Max. I don't think that's true. Favorite soda? I don't drink soda. favorite pop. Don't drink pop. But my favorite pop used to be root beer. I fucking love root beer. People are all underestimating Dustin. No. No. That's not true. Max threw some shade at Patty in the video. Let's go. Let's go. He beats Dustin and fights Patty. I don't know. That fight's hard, I think, for Max. Favorite video game of all time? Mafia 2. Mafia 2. Fucking love that game. Love the old setting. Love story's great. The ending is dumb as shit. But I love that game. I have a lot of nostalgia with the Max Payne games, the PS2 ones. Every major YouTuber and their pages have comments. Dustin. Comments Dustin. What do you mean? Did you just say Patty is a tough fight for Max? Yeah, because I think Patty's ground game is good. We have no idea how Max is going to do with someone who can grapple like Patty. So yes. Maybe Dustin will hit the Tony and throw sand at him. Dustin is washed, they say. What? Dustin is not washed. That's wild. Ever try Indian food? No, but I really want to. I really want to. 100% I want to. Armin Patty. I'm going to go Patty on that. I like Patty to win that. I think the way you beat Patty is you have to catch him. Unless you're Jared Gordon. Would you eat a buffalo chicken sandwich? Yeah. Hell yeah. Ilya versus Armin? Ilya all day. I've Dustin by KO. Max chin is broken, man. I don't know, man. How is it broken? No. Justin versus Patty? Patty. Justin's so overrated. So overrated. Armin is not next up? Good. What's your local grocery store called? Probably Kroger. Probably Kroger. Of course, you got Aldi's and Walmart and stuff. Stop and Shop. Oh, okay. Hooker versus Justin should happen next. I worry on that one because Justin does hit hard, and Hooker eats shots like it's fucking candy. Ooh, if Paulo wins, you think Paulo can back in mix? Oh yeah, he'll be back in the mix. Justin Gaethje sucks. I don't know if he sucks, but how many fights till shot? Probably 2 to 3. It's gonna be Gaethje versus Patty as a co-main at 19. Ugh. Mike Kroger has a good sushi bar. Ooh, okay. Never had sushi. Not a fan of fish. New York, baby. Where you at? Indiana. Dustin better win because I gambled on UFC 5. All my coins are on the line. All I hope is for a good fight, and I know we are getting a good fight. That is a guaranteed from that fight. Those guys don't know how to be in a boring fight. Are you kidding me? Yair versus Volk is going to happen. I'm mad. I can't stand that we're getting a Yair that is fighting Volk that is 1-2 in his last 3. Which fighter at 55 is the biggest threat to Topuria? Ooh, I thought it would be Joel Alvarez, but I forgot he's moving up to 70, so I don't know. I think the only person who's going to give him a run for his money is a healthier Max, because it was 1-1 before he was KO'd. So, yeah. Gene would send Yair 6 feet under. Yeah. Pitbull was able to touch Yair a little bit. So, yeah. Oh, some of the nastiest leg kicks still to this day, besides Poetan, nastiest leg kicks I've ever seen is by Thiago Alves against like Josh Koscheck and I think Chris Lytle. He threw some. Dude, his leg kicks were filthy. Do you reckon Bryce does well at 35? No, screw Bryce Mitchell. Pitbull sucks now. He's old. Yeah, no. But it sucks. It sucks so much. Gosh. McGregor versus Topuria Jr. Who wins? Topuria. Yair could fluke it, kick heavy style, shorter opponent. Volk got caught before. Please no. No. Volk's already fought Yair. Yair wasn't that successful in that one. So, I do some Taekwondo. Golly leg hurts more than any right hook to the head. Fair. Who do you have in Yair Zabit? Zabit. Yes, you're right. Good fight. Me and Ilya. Right. What? Who would win, Volk versus Max 4? Volk. Even though I thought Max won the second fight, I think Volk has his number. Bryce started his monthly races, ran again, and did he really? Yuck. Yair pulled out 5 times against Zabit. We know who's afraid. I don't know. Yeah. Keyword fluke for sure would be horrible. Yeah. Bryce is getting finished. I hope so. I hope so. You really think Max won the second fight against DP? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. I thought he won 3 rounds because of his volume. UFC should sign Mike Perry and make him fight Conor or Wonderboy. Dude, the things Wonderboy would do to Mike Perry, who just moves forward, would be disgusting. Alexander Topuria versus Movsar Evlov. Evlov. The Sphere event was a one-time thing. What a crazy location you want the UFC to have a big fight in. Yeah, awesome. It looked so cool. The angriest I've ever been in is Dominic versus John Duck Jones. Dom should have won. Sure. It's on the 3rd round. However you scored it is that. Yeah. Close fight. Bobby Green versus Holland at 170 would be very entertaining. No. Because of Bobby Green's style, I think how long Kevin Holland is, I think he would be able to catch Bobby. So, no. Who should Max fight if he retires? Depends how, if he loses, it depends on how he loses. If Conor were to come back for the White House, do you think it would be versus Ilya or Chandler? It has to be Chandler. Has to be. I don't want to see him back. The Sphere had a large gate. They should go back. Costs so much money to do it, though. Bro, Alexander Topuria is the brother of Ilya Topuria, double champ. Jeans versus Movsar Evlov is the hardest match for Movsar. Dude, the Alexander Topuria didn't look very good in his last fight. So, no. UFC at the Roman Coliseum would be legendary. Oh, yeah. Coliseum. Legendary. I want to see Edson Barboza versus Michael Chandler. That'd be sick. Should I fight at 33 or just teach? It depends how dedicated you are. You got a couple years, maybe. I'd have Conor beating Chandler. I would not. Actually, yes, I would. Yes, I would. I've always said that because Chandler's hittable. Honestly, I'd even have Conor beating Gaethje, especially early. Especially a good version of Conor. They both get hit too much. Don't you think it's getting stale now? Hamza versus Drysis should be in Africa. It would have more hype. If they could do it in Africa, they would have done it in Africa. And it's definitely not getting stale. I love that matchup. I would rather have Jones back than Conor. Agreed. Who would win between Dustin Poirier and Ilya Topuria? I think Dustin wins. Dustin eats too many shots. Topuria probably wins. But we are going to see some disgusting combinations. And I'm here for it. Back in the days, UFC did multiple tours in Canada, Brazil for big fights. They haven't been able to do that. Alexander Topuria gets shadowed in the first round by Malcolm Wellmaker. Nah, Conor all day. He's off the roids, but still a cokehead. Still don't want him back. Aaron Pico versus Movsar would have been awesome. I agree. I agree. Pico's a very good wrestler, so I'm very curious on that fight. Again, thought Sterling beat Movsar. Sorry. Gene would fly and knee Movsar. Could you imagine? Could you imagine how crazy that would be? If McGregor retired, haven't seen him fight in a while. Is McGregor retired? No. They don't even do foreign cards now. Yes, they do. They're doing China here in a little bit. What are you talking about? They do Abu Dhabi. They do, yeah. That's foreign, right? Or am I fucking wrong? My controversial opinion, Prime Chandler, who fought in Bellator, KOs Khabib in the first round. I don't know if he KOs him in the first round, but he gives him a hard fight for sure. For sure. Prime Chandler was a fucking monster. Mavzar loses to Ilya. Always has said that. Fight nights. Wow. Pay-per-views are hard to do over there. But it's still fight nights. We're still getting big crowds. Can Conor even fight after so long? I mean, it's like a guy who practically retired suddenly accepts a fight and has now a whole new generation. I mean, that's correct. We have no idea. Oh my God, bro, don't bring up the China card. I need a scrap every single penny on earth to slam on Zhang first round KO. I would just slam inside the distance. Cover your bets, buddy. Because Johnny Walker, watch him show up and be weird in that fight. Watch. Oh, God. I hope Zhang wins. So bad. Khabib needs to take him to round 3 Prime Chandler to KO him in the first. Whew. Conor is finished? I hope so. What? Zhang is a future champion. I agree. I'm just saying, watch some weird shit happen. I think Zhang wins. I'm not saying that. Just, yikes. Gosh. I don't bet half-heartedly. I know. I can see that. It's wild. Win big or go the fuck home. I guess. My theory is Zhang is a biological guy. Oh, Jesus. Ankalaev will fight three times more at max, always with these guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Olberg, Yuri, Roundtree. Okay. I think he loses to Yuri. If anything, I think Roundtree beats him as well. So, but none of that shit's gonna happen when he fights Poetan. Tachu's Song, Sakura, and Rinya should have been on the China card. I agree. But it's almost 2 o'clock here in the morning. I do appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you guys so much for being here. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow because I got to get up at 5 on Saturday. Pereira will never fight Ankalaev again. Yes, he will. We doing the 318 collab? Yes, we are. Yes. That will be tomorrow. Grandmaster JDM KO Islam Makhachev? No. Yeah, me, you, and No Chill. We'll be doing it tomorrow. Well, I will be now, buddy. I left my brain for a second. Yes, we're doing that tomorrow. We're doing that tomorrow. So yes, we will be. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. So appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No Chill is a no-show. I'm still down. Sounds good to me. I appreciate you. Have a good night. We'll be in contact. No Chill said he was up for doing it, but we'll definitely figure it out. My biggest flex is I talked to Forrest Griffin in Houston. That's sick as hell. Appreciate you. Have a good one.